Welcome to sorry about that. Welcome to my channel, and today this video is gonna be what if Deku was the Enderman, and I really hope you guys like this one because I really like the game. So well, yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, but before that, here's a warning, like a few warnings. If you hear any loud winds, know I'm next to the window, like I always say. Or if you hear me moving, just know that I'm on my bed and like I'm moving. So yeah, and this contains some like load pictures and photos and images and blood, kind of like, and like murder and all that stuff, and maybe a little bit of like sexy scenes or like stuff. If you're unholy, if you're holy or Christian about this, some like that, I don't know. Get up out of here, cause you ain't supposed to be seeing this. But I know most of y'all still gonna be saying it, still gonna be watching this anyway. So yeah, let's get into it. So it all starts when oh yeah, and so it all starts where Inko meets Deku's father. I forgot his name. Isashi. Yeah, I think it's Isashi. But so oh yeah, like the end is real. Like the end, like it's real, and only a few people have seen this. And like when people see this, they go insane. So like when normal people see this, if you're not an Enderman, you will go insane. So yeah. Oh yeah, and if you stay there long enough and without going insane, you will turn into an Enderman, because there's no other fruit. But then, because there's nothing to eat, like there's no water or anything, you're only gonna have to deal with just the eating problem, and just hope that you don't like, and hope that you don't really starve to death or anything. Oh yeah, and Ingo's mom, she looks like this. She used to be the queen of Enderman, but like she went to the overworld and she was able to hide herself. So, oh yeah, just to let you know, this was not by me. It was whoever name this is. I don't know their name, but yeah, whoever name this is, it was done by that person. Anyway, back to Deku. This is how Deku's kind of gonna look. So Deku was born, and oh yeah, and um oh yeah, and Inko's quirk, she's still gonna have, her quirk, because Enderman used to kind of also be human, and like, stuff like Inko, like, well, you don't really have to know all that stuff, but just know that Inko still has her quirk. Yeah. So, so Inko, so Deku is born, and they see that he has that his eyeballs are purple, and they're like, what? Like it's like this type of a pinkish purple right here, and they don't know what's happening. So this is when Deku closes his eyes and opens it again, and they see that it's back to normal. So they don't know what's really going on, but they think that maybe this is a part of his quirk. Like maybe that's something, a part of his quirk, like a mutation quirk or something. So like, it gets to where kind of the anime starts. Deku meets Bakugo, and like and like Bakugo was bullying somebody, and this is when like Deku tells him to stop. Oh yeah, just to let you know, Deku is a really shy person. Like he doesn't want anybody to look at him or touch him. Like if you look at Deku like in the face or in the eyes, then he will teleport away, or he will get really mad that you keep looking at him. So but like he will get mad, but he will teleport away to like not disturb anyone really. Sorry. Like he will teleport away from you, just so you know. So Deku is in is telling Bakugo to stop bullying the kid. And Bakugo is like, why should I stop? He's basically useless. You know, with what Deku and Bago say in canon from what they say, but Deku's hair is black, like just full black, nothing else. So, oh yeah, and I don't know if I should make Deku a hero or a villain, but I think I might just make him a villain because what I'm about to tell y'all. So Deku or an anti-villain, like half hero, half villain, and all that stuff. So yeah. So Deku, like the endermen, they're really rare. Like they are in the human world, but like most of them, used to be in the end. But like since they know how to get to the human world, most of them stay in the human world. And they have tried going to the end, but that doesn't work since humans can still go there. Like humans can still go there, and like their eyes are really rare. Like if you manage to get one of their eyes, then and sell it on the black market, you will be like rich for the rest of your life. Like you'll be set for life, bro. Like you will have all the money in the world. But yeah, and if some people, like if you're a cannibal, some people have even eaten their hearts, and when you did eat their hearts, you gained their power. So like yeah, so their hearts and also their eyes, they get put on the black market. It's like bro, why you like people do this for some reason. I don't know why. But when they see an enderman, they get crazy hype and try and kill it. But like but Isashi, he knew that Deku's mom was an enderman but didn't care. And he knew and like Bakugo's mom and dad also know, but they still want to be friends with them. And they do know that she's the queen of endermen. And if you're able to get the queen's eyes, then those are even more rare than anything. Oh yeah, and what they don't know is that there is a king enderman, but he doesn't show himself like he's very secretive out of all the endermen. But Deku, he's a prince. That's it. That's it. His mom used to be a queen, but she's living a normal life as a citizen. So this is when Deku goes to the quirk doctor. And they find out that Deku doesn't really have a quirk, but and they're like, and Inko's like, okay, but like, like Inko, she says okay, but like, Deku, he's still able to teleport. Like he's still able to teleport, and he's able to teleport himself and like he's able to teleport things towards him. And since he's like kind of an Enderman, he can like their eyes. It can sense what's gonna happen before it even happens. Like it's like Nightline's eyes. Like I can see what's gonna happen before it even happens, kind of thing. So yeah. But yeah, not just that. Enderman's eyes, they like people. I think I'll talk about this like way later into the end. So yeah, you get the point. You get the point if you played the game and know what the end was. So yeah, people people like it is forbidden to kill an Enderman. Like that's like if you do that, it's illegal. That's why people do it on the black market. People do know that Deku is an Enderman, and like some kids in our class, they do kind of want to kill Deku for his eyes or to gain his type of power. Like, but like since it's illegal and they can't do it, and they don't want to go to jail and they want to be heroes, they're not gonna do it. But they don't know that. So, but they think that Deku's mom is an Enderman, but they they don't know that Deku's mom is the Enderman queen. Like she doesn't know that she's a dragon. Like she can turn into a dragon, but yeah. Oh yeah, and if you want to know what the king Enderman looks like, it looks like, hold on. Okay guys, this is what he looks like it's really big, like bigger than cities type of big. Like the Ender Dragon, like it's bigger than the U.S. Like it's bigger than the whole U.S. country. So like that's how big it is. Like people used to be scared of this thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I would be too. If I seen this, I would be so scared that I don't know what to do. I'll just accept death right then and there. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, and Deku's mom, she can turn into an Ender Dragon like this type of form, or not if she wants to. Like she can turn into a dragon or not. So can Deku, but he hasn't learned that type of level yet. So like people have seen like Deku is really popular like with girls. People have seen Deku without his scarf thing, like this sweater scarf thing or whatever. Like people have seen him without it, and they think that Deku's like cute and hot. Like no homo, but yeah, that's what they think of Deku. So if you're laughing, those are just kids outside playing for some reason, even though it's nighttime. Where I am. So so yeah, Deku Deku really. So like that sense that how girls think of him, he gets a lot of attention. Deku doesn't really like attention, but like he doesn't like attention that much, but like yeah, but his mom says to act like a normal person, and when people look you in the eyes, just like, hold on, like these right here, these are basically Deku's eyes, like like when when he's not in his when he's not at home, and when he's not at the Bakugos or like at home in his house, this is what his eyes are supposed to look like. He makes them go normal. This does not drain energy out of him or anything. He can keep this form as long as Deku wants to. But yeah, it's so people don't really know that. It's so people don't really know that he's an enderman. But like yeah, it's so people don't know he's an enderman. And when that doesn't work, he can always just do this. Like these are basically Deku's eyes. His light green eyes. It's really like light green, like almost an emerald type of light green. So people so that's the eyes that he shows like sometimes. Like so he won't so like hunters won't really recognize him. This is the type of eyes that he wears outside. And since green eyes are like kind of normal in the anime world, people won't really recognize if he's an enderman or not. And since purple eyes are kind of common too, people still won't know if it's him or not. Like if he's an enderman or not. You're just guessing if he is. Like saying like there's a human and he has purple eyes. You're just saying he's an enderman. You're guessing that. Like people kind of do that, guessing they're an enderman even though they're not. So yeah, sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. So hold on, I'm sorry that I keep pausing, but I just really need to do this. Okay guys, I'm back. I just really had to do something real quick. I'm getting pretty bored, so I'm just gonna play this game while telling you guys. Dang it, I lost. But anyway, so since Deku's eyes are kind of rare, and since there's only a few Endermen left in the world. There's not a lot, but there's a few left. So people don't really. Oh yeah, and I'll say Deku, like Deku's mom, and actually there's no Enderman. There's none in the end. If you go to the end and try and find the Enderman, there will be none there. You can't see it. It's not because they have black hair or anything. They do look like human, but you won't be able to find them. They're all dead. There aren't as many as there used to be. So yeah. Oh yeah, and Deku, he and his mom are kind of the only Enderman left. So yeah, other than the new queen of Enderman, who he has who she's trying to rebuild, there's no other enderman. Like, she's trying to rebuild the enderman, but there are no other endermen for her to rebuild with. And she doesn't feel like mating with anybody since she's still kind of too young for that. Oh yeah, and if you're asking, since does this mean that Deku and the other queen of Enderman are related? They're not. They're not blood related. Like, if a queen leaves or dies, then that queen will get replaced by another Enderman. Like, that's just basically it. So yeah, if you're wondering if they're related, they're not. Just let y'all know, I'm not about that incest Alabama stuff. So yeah, not just that. So yeah. So Bakugo says his little speech, and he says his little speech like in canon, and this is when like Bakugo knows that Deku's kind of powerful, and he knows that he's an Enderman, and if he looks at him, he might. Like, Endermen are commonly known that if you look them in the eye, your neck will be snapped. Like you are going to die if you look at an Enderman. So that's why people kind of avoid looking at their eyes. But since Deku knows how to control himself, people look him in the eyes as many times as they want to. So yeah. Oh yeah, and in UA, people do know that in UA there are like Enderman hunters. So since Deku knows that, he'd rather not go to UA. He doesn't want to meet with a hunter. He doesn't want to meet with a hunter and accuse him of one day being a villain one day and kill him. Like, he'd rather not be killed. He'd rather not be killed. So but he does want to kind of go to UA and be a hero. So this is when like teacher throws the papers in the air and say, "I already know all y'all want to be heroes." And when he does, like, he says, Bakugo and Izuku Midoriya are going to UA. And people are like people don't really care for Bakugo going to UA, but the girls really hope that Deku would go to their school, because they do know that there are, like, the girls know that in UA there are most hunters out there. Like the girls in their school, they know that they are Enderman hunters. So so they kind of really wanted Deku to go to their school, even though like not really. But yeah, and the ship is gonna be like, if you pause the camera when I showed you like Deku's mom and all that stuff, you're going to see another girl, and that's going to be the ship. Just to let you know, it's not gonna be Toga or anything. It's just gonna be her and Deku. That's it. So yeah. But Deku, he doesn't really like girls like that. So yeah. Oh yeah, and Deku, he how can I finish this somehow? I'm not gonna finish it yet, but yeah, Deku, does Deku does go other places. Like, he goes places where people, like, where he can't be seen. But and since Deku doesn't really need to train, he knows how to use his powers. Like, he doesn't really need to train. Oh yeah, and if you want to know what happened on the Sludge Villain, was going to attack Deku, but he quickly, you can say he quickly disappeared. Like, yeah, he just started fighting the Sludge Villain, like teleporting and all that stuff. Oh yeah, and Deku can choose to teleport with people with him and all that stuff. So he's really good for rescuing people. Like, that's what Endermen are most common for rescuing people and all that stuff, since they can teleport. But hold on. Okay, I'm back. So people don't really like that's what endermen were most common for. And since like it's been like a few 100 years since people have seen endermen, and it's been a few years since people have seen endermen, so they don't really know what to do. If so, they wouldn't know what to do, or how to take down enderman, since people haven't seen them in years. So they would most likely want Izuku to like. Oh, you have to be effing kidding me. So Deku, he's kind of known for. I'm sorry guys if I'm like kind of stopping the what if. It's just really kind of hard playing this game. Like it's entertaining because doing just a what if kind of gets a little bit boring. You need some entertainment to do while you're done. So yeah. So Deku, Deku does go to UA, and he doesn't see Umaraka, and Bakugo ends up saving her, and like all the things happen in canon, and Deku even saves Deku even saves Bakugo, even though Bakugo can be like mean sometimes. Okay, I'm back. So Deku is commonly known to be like one of the few heroes of like people don't really see Deku as like a villain, but they do see him as like kind of a hero. So people of UA, they really like Deku since he's kind of an enderman, and like endermen don't really cause havoc unless you look them in the eyes. So people don't really look Deku in the eye that much, but they do look at him. Because since he knows how to control himself. So yeah, this is when like Deku's in his house, and he teleports somewhere like in his sleep, and he sees this type of thing in his dreams, and then he sees this. Like Deku wakes up and he sees this. This is when he realizes that he's in his mom's home, and but like this is where Deku's mom used to live, but she no longer lives here. And this is when he sees something flying around in the air. It comes down and it transforms, and like purple smoke comes out. Like when it lands on the ground, purple smoke comes, and this is what it looks like. And like she goes up to Deku and says, "Hello, cutie." Like like she's like attracted to Deku because like he's kind of the only Enderman that she's seen so far, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah. Like so there are only so yeah, people don't really see, like she didn't see, like she have seen other men, but she hasn't seen another Enderman like in years. Like there haven't been another Enderman. Like the only Enderman that she has known so far was her dad, and that was it. Until all the Endermen were just wiped out by humans. She has like lived for like thousands of million years, but Izuku's mom, she lived for way longer than that. It's like she lived way longer than her. So yeah. And she's like, and like this girl, she's like, I want you to be mine. So that's where I'm gonna end it off. I'm gonna end it off here because I'm kind of getting bored and tired. So yeah, goodbye guys.